everyone, today we're going to be having a look at these two issues of Colouring Heaven magazine. Now Colouring Heaven have approached me and asked me to be an affiliate, so I have to sort of say that quite quickly at the beginning of the video. So I am an affiliate for Colouring Heaven now, which means that any links you click in my description of this video, I will earn commission on sales. But I thought I'd tell you a little bit about Colouring Heaven. They are a UK based company and they are the world's best selling colouring magazine brand according to their website, and each magazine, as you can see, they have different themes. Now there are different ways to buy the magazines. They are in shops. In the UK they are available in WH Smith's, and in America you can buy them in Barnes and Noble, as far as I'm aware, yeah, and Walmart. So they are available in shops and you can just buy a single issue, but it is cheaper, as far as I'm aware, to become a member and have them sent out to you each month. So they have a different theme each month, and here are a couple of the magazines. I thought we could have a look through together. I haven't had a look myself yet, so they just sent me these two free copies, so we'll have a look and see what they're like. So this one is issue 85. It's the, as you can see, Wildwood Witches Special. And I'll tell you about the cover. It's really interesting. This is a matte cover, so you could actually colour this. It's a bit like the cover of a Johanna Basford book in the sense that it's not shiny. You've obviously got this shiny gold, which is quite cool. I'm just going to move the other one away from underneath it for now, so we can, it's in my way. There we go. So we'll have a look through, and it says 40 exclusive magical designs by Steve Hutton. Now, I haven't looked through this myself, as I said, so we'll have a look. Now it looks yellow, that's my light. It's actually white. If I turn my light out, oh no, it looks even worse, sorry. It's white paper. Okay, so you'll just have to believe me because it doesn't really look white in this light. Okay, so we open up and we have a little intro here. So this is a little intro about the issue and what's it, and the author, the illustrator, Steve Hutton, who did them. And it also talks about their half-price sale, which is all on their website anyway, and a little bit about their social media and things like that. So that's their info, and we actually start the pictures right away. So here we have I love the witch's hat, a sleeping figure. And as we see, look, on the back it says number 1, Alice Haven of Wildwood Coven, featuring all colours of season seed for witchcraft isn't all hard work. So basically it tells you a little bit about the picture. And number 2, presumably that's this one, and it says Annie Barden. So it tells you the bit of information about each of the figures in the picture. Actually, I'll read it to you and you can have a look at the picture while I read. I'm sorry, it doesn't quite fit in shot, but you can see most of it. There's a snake there, which I'm not very happy about. Annie Barden of Wildwood Coven, wearing the colours of season Moonfrost, Annie is skilled in all matters of animal health and communication. She was charged with attending Lillane during her time of healing at Wildwood. So it's like a little bit of background information. And I'm just having a look at the picture. So we've got a little bit of cloud marking in the sky, trees and bushes and things like that. And we've obviously got all the creatures as well. So this is number 3, Afra de Swift. And look, we've got this, what's this? It doesn't say. Fire phase are drawn to the light of her torch, which this is fire. I don't know whether that's what these are. I'm really not very up with witchery and things like that. But it's quite an interesting picture, I think. I like the feathers. This is Black Wand. It doesn't tells you a little bit about her, and you can see there's all these bears in the background, so it's quite an interesting one. And I'm assuming this is fire. And this one is Bramble Bother. I rather like this one, although I've got a spider here which some people aren't going to be very happy about, but this, look how cute this is. Very sweet. She looks a little bit sad though, doesn't she? And here we have Cara Morgan. And we have a sort of This is a binding tree, apparently, with the head of a sky god in it. So if you're into your magic, your witches, your fantasy, this would probably suit you pretty well. This is Carrie Barley, and I rather like her boots, and this looks like it would be a tartan sort of headband. And this is the Foghound, apparently. You can have quite a lot of fun with a really, and so you've got sort of a magic around here, so you could do a sort of misty, foggy background. That would be quite fun. It's got scope there. And the book size, by the way, to me it looks A4. I've got an A4 piece of paper here, actually. This is an A4 piece of paper. Yeah, it's A4, which is a UK size of our sort of standard letter size. It's a little bit wider and shorter, I think, than the American letter size. But I don't know whether the American version will be printed in exactly this size or not. And obviously also the paper. Now, being single-sided is quite good. You can see a bit of the printing through. It isn't massively thick paper, but it's thicker than you would expect from a normal magazine. It's thicker than copy paper. So that's good. And obviously with a blank back, it means that you can use materials that would bleed through and it wouldn't matter, as long as you cushion behind or something. I tend to use laminates and things like that behind these days to protect anything coming through. So this is Sorella ceris, and we've got really pretty swans. I'm thinking, are they geese? Geese? Well, he doesn't say. I think they're probably geese. But she's flying, look. That's very cool. This one's really cute. This is Daisy and a dandelion. This is a dandelion. That's very cute. So we have actually got dandelions here, but this one's actually a real lion. And look at her pretty skirt. It looks like a flower. That's really lovely. I'd quite like to have a go at that one. I probably will have a go at one of them, so that might be the one. So this is Daisy Nettles. This one's rather nice too, although we've got these quite scary looking things there. I don't know, they look like griffins, I don't know. And this is Dog Rose. It's rather nice. We've got lovely berries and quite thorny here with the wolf and the wand. Let's look at the little babies. That one's really nice. Lovely. This is Earthrise. So we've got the horns and things. Looks very powerful. All these swords. Really interesting. And this is Evelyn Ash. Got an apple, look, with that animal. I wonder what that critter is. Whether it's some sort of mythical critter or whether it's a made up one. I really don't know. But she looks rather nice, I think. Oh, this is called Farewell. And it's Isabel Summer, and obviously hugging the dragon because it's off to its winter migration, it says. It's really cute, isn't it? Look at her lovely hat. It's got bare feet. I like that. And we've got some sort of, that's the dragon's tail, isn't it? Yes, it's coming around there, look. And we've got stones like Stonehenge behind. It's really interesting. I like that one. I like the more nice, friendly ones. This is Flora. She's apparently a garden worker. So that's cool. We've got a couple of dragons in there as well, and an apple. That's nice. And this is called Fox Gloved. So we've got fox gloves here. That's a really gorgeous one. And then we've got all the little foxes as well. That's really interesting. So you could choose whether to colour them like the colours of flowers or whether to colour them sort of foxy colours. It's quite fun, isn't it? And here we have Jenny Jertzies. I can't say that very well. And look, she's got all her cats. Anyone that loves cats can have really fun with that one, look. And we've got a little wall and some potions. It's quite fun, isn't it? And the nice floor tiles to do. And this is Lana Zuri. And there's a tree house in that one, look, and the toadstools and rabbit. That's rather fun. This is Lavinia Silverdale. And look, she's moving the stones around. It says sacred sites can be restored. So that looks like that's what she's doing there. Really interesting. I've got a moon there, look, it's a full moon. This is Little Red Riding. So she's, yeah, sitting on the tail of the wolf. Interesting. And we've got holly berries and things. It's sort of quite nice. Mole Farthing. So she's got a badger in her hand. That's interesting. I don't know what this is. And look at this sort of critters behind. Quite scary, don't they? Mountain Flight. So obviously someone there on their broom. I know the broom's made of really interesting bits and bobs, and there's an eagle. That's quite fun. New Arrival. Look, it's a unicorn baby. Oh, that's so cute. It's really sweet, isn't it? Look at that. You've got all different, got dandelions and things to colour as well. This one's called Night and Day, a ceremonial look to celebrate the equinox. That could be an interesting one to colour. Thinking about how you might do sort of half and half or something like that. Interesting. Ooh, Queen of Hearts. I'm going to let you look at that. Very scary. I like scared snakes. Raven's Wand. This one's quite interesting. Look, her hair sort of goes into a nasty snaky creature. Ugh. Rebecca Parsley. So, look, she's got, what has she got? This is the dragon toad, apparently, and these are the moss fairies. Look, here we have a little face in the tree stump. It's all very interesting. I think that must be a crystal ball. Release, this one's called. This is Ellie Breeze, and she's playing a tune or something to allow the souls to leave here where the witches were buried. This is called Relics. This is Kelly's suite, and she's hiding away wolves to keep them safe. Rihanna Winson, and in her lap is Hercules, an ancient hair companion. And look at this, it's got a eagle in the background and some toadstools. It's very interesting. Ruby Hawthorn. It says pentacle spiders live in the pine woods. Ooh, it's not very nice for anyone who's frightened of spiders. Sorry if you got a bit of a scare. This is Ruthie Comfort. So she's out on a flight and sees the first swallows of the summer. That's a rather nice one. Look, you've got all the sky and clouds to think about colouring, and you've got lovely birds. This is Sarah Flood. She's cradling an infant mermaid that's been washed ashore. Okay. So this is sea to colour in and sand. This is called Hibernation. Look, this is such a cute little dragon having a little snooze. It's very cute. And this one's called Cece. Doesn't tell you much. But that's quite interesting. Got the birds and different things, rocks and things to colour on that one. Summer Solstice. This is Fiona Gale. She's welcoming the rising sun on the solstice, and it says paper boats carrying wishes sail into the sun. So that's that. I don't know what this critter here is. Can't really see it, but there's a mermaid here. This is Sarah St. Anthony, and with a griffin, and it says she's given a feather from a young grifflet. They're called grifflets. It's cute, isn't it? Okay. Look, we have the winter throne, and she's sitting there on the throne, and it says the winter sun rises on the solstice. You can see it in the background up here, look. And then this one's called Thea and Janny. They're having a little huggle. You can see the animals behind them. Ooh, Zerithia Berry. Looks a bit scary, doesn't it? She looks quite happy considering what's going on behind her. Perhaps she doesn't know. And here we have the back. On the side here, it's a colour combination chart, so you can try out different colours. It's actually quite, the paper isn't quite the same as in the book, so I wouldn't advise using it as a, you know, to try out your pencils to see how they act on the paper, because it's a little bit different. But I think it's probably just a bit thicker. And it tells you about the prices here. So it says, I mean, this is the UK version, so it says this is 50% off, and it's £9.25 for 3 months. But I don't know if that offer's still on, because I don't know how old this issue actually is. So we'll just turn to the back. And that's one of the images that we've seen from inside, but obviously you can colour it again if you want to. It's a rather cute one, isn't it, on the back. And of course this front one just has little snippets there. It's got the baby unicorn and other bits and bobs, so you could colour some of those if you wanted. So obviously that one is all people. People isn't something that I colour very often. That's quite fun. I will have a go at one of those at some point, I'm sure. But and I may make a tutorial, I may not. I've got a huge list of tutorials that people have asked me to do, so I may just share the picture, but we'll see. I thought it would be fun. We'll have a look through this one as well. So this one is quite different. Obviously this one is called a special, but this one is called Colouring Heaven Collection. So I don't know. I don't know if the specials come as part of the subscription. Sometimes there are some that are subscriptions and some you have to buy separately. And I don't know about this one. But this has got 48 in, so it's a different one. And it's actually dearer than the other one, so I'm not sure. So it's something that, it says actually the issues have 48 designs. So maybe that's that. And there are Colouring Heaven Collection. It says issues are 48 designs each month, and they're bumper sized. Our Colouring Heaven Presents are the best designs, so there are 48 ones in a compendium. I haven't got one of those. And there's junior ones for children. So I suspect the special might be the a monthly one. Let's have a look. I'm just looking. Yes, I think it is. And there's also, yeah, if you're a member, you get the magazine delivered to your door. You get money off these ones as well as the ones, no, you get money off all of them, I think, and all magazines by this publisher. So, and you get a weekly newsletter, some video content and different things as well. So you have to have a look on the website and see whether it's something that interests you. And it gives you a lot more details. So this one, as you can see, it's got a red metallic, red foil. That's quite cool. But this this front cover is the same as the other one. So we'll open up, whoops, and it's very similar. Look, but we have the chart here on the front, and there's another little, oops, you can't see. There's a little intro from the editor. No, the creative director and other bits and bobs. So we'll have a look at the pictures. This obviously, I don't know if it says, I'm just having a look. All of these are by Dina Stone, apparently. So there we go. So this is pretty. It's a mandala, but we've got daffodils. That's rather nice. These are a bit more up my street. I've just started getting a little bit more into colouring mandalas. And it just numbers them. 1, previous page, 2, opposite. So we don't have names like for the other one. We had names and things. This one we don't. So we can just have a little look at the patterns ourselves. And we've got some florals here, which is rather nice. And the paper again is the same as in the other book. Look, we've got an octopus. Cute. With our sort of geometrics around him. That's rather cute. We have butterfly on this one. So they aren't really mandalas or mandalas, as they're sort of, but they're more geometric, which is fun. And we've got some really pretty roses on this one, which is nice. Let me just move. Sorry, it won't all get into shot. So I couldn't get my tripod high enough without having a major fiddle around, which I didn't have time to do today. Okay, and we've got, I'm thinking, are they crocuses? Magnolia? Not really sure, it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't tell us anything here about them. I mean, obviously with it being on this page, you could tear them out and frame them if you wanted, and being single-sided, and we've got a border around, so you could colour around the outside as well if you wanted. It's a little bit wider at the top and bottom than it is at the side. Look. So we have we have these flowers here. I'm not sure what they are. They're quite simple florals. You can do what you want with those. This one isn't floral. We have more of a. These look a bit leafy. It looks a bit more geometric. Look at that. That's the one from the cover, isn't it? Yeah. There's the hummingbirds and some pretty flowers. It looks like a fuchsia. Oh, we have some geckos, I'm thinking, maybe. Lovely flower. It's cute. Another just geometric. I've got an interesting challenge video which I might use one of these pages for. I'll find out more later. Yeah, another sort of geometric one, but these sort of round pieces, I think they look a bit petally. Quite pretty, isn't it? And these look quite leaf-like or petal-like, don't they? We have quite a few florals on this one. I rather like florals in the mandala rather than it just always being geometric, although it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I just want to fill in shapes, and that can be quite relaxing, particularly if I'm watching TV, because I can't give it my full attention, so I just block in some colour. But I like to colour when I'm watching TV in the ad breaks and things like that, or else I'm just sitting there nodding off. And this one looks more mandala-like. Ooh, these are rays, aren't they? Fish. So what you could do, I'm already thinking, you could do the fish and then you could do these sort of watery blues and greens. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? And that one looks a little bit floralish. We've got some pretty flowers around this one. That's nice. Well, a nice flower in the middle there. And then, yeah, I like ones that look like this. You've got sort of rounded shapes. I don't know, they appeal to me a little bit more. Oh, a nice flower one. Look, we've got some really pretty ones around here and some more basic ones in there. This looks like a stained glass window to me. What do we have here? Those are like the ones that I said were a bit like crocuses, but they're not, are they? Because they're on a stem. Maybe it is magnolia. Here we have more leaves. And these could be petals though, couldn't they? I like the sort of Celtic design there, but we've got some, I would say, dandelions. But of course, do it however you wish. I like that one. Nice. Okay, and again we have this sort of Celtic knot type design, but with some floral. We've got some florals up here as well. And we've got a few flowers. This one's more geometric though, isn't it? This one. And some more florals. This one. Oh, we've got butterflies, look. They're quite fun, aren't they? Oh, quite large flowers. What would you say? Irises? Lilies? Something like that. Nice. And of course you can do them symmetrical, or you could just do random colours. However you feel. That one's pretty. I like that design. We've got like bits that look like leaves and flowers. I find that quite fun. It helps me choose colours more easily. Oh, look at the dragonflies. So pretty. And the leaves. Oh, that's nice. You could do it like they're each on a little pond or something. And another one that's quite geometric here, isn't it, with some florals. Again, it looks a bit windowy-y. Now that's very pointy and spiky, isn't it? Those are ones I'm a bit less keen on in a way, but I'm looking at that thinking of ideas of how I would colour it. So obviously my brain's really tuned in to immediately trying to think of ideas. It's because when I record a tutorial video for you, I don't plan it beforehand very much. I put it on the desk, I look at it, I decide, I grab some pencils, and then I go, hello, and then I go, what should I do? So my brain has to be really quick at planning what I'm going to do, so that's quite fun. I think these look like poppies. Oh, little turtle and shells. That's nice. I like them, it's cute. Those are pretty, they look like peonies, don't they? There's lots of them. Oops. Getting caught on my tripod every time I turn the page. So you have some more rather less realistic looking flowers, but I find those quite fun. You can do something a little bit different. What I quite like about this is the designs are quite big. I've got some mandala books where it's really small spaces, and so you've got no choice but to just block in the colour. And although here you can do that, there's actually room, even in these lines, to do some shading and different colours if you want to, which I think is really nice. Okay, we have a more floral one. Oh, that's pretty. So we've actually got stems and leaves and flowers. Another floral. Interesting. Now we're back to a more geometric one. That's cool. It's not quite so spiky. Oh, this one's really swirly, look. That's interesting. It's like little vines, isn't it? I think they look like freesias. I probably don't really. That's what my mind said. Oh, another more geometric looking one, look. Ooh, now that I didn't expect. Cute parrots. They're very sweet, aren't they? This one looks very like it's a design on a wooden door. Imagine colouring it all in the same shade of brown and then just making it darker and lighter where it might be shadows. We have a few more flowers. These look like smiley faces. I think this might be the last one. This is 48. So there we go. On the back we just have a little bit of information about memberships and things like that. And actually, interestingly, we can see that there's a unicorn special and an eco girl special, so it gives you a little idea of what's there. But if you take a look on their website, again we've got can colour that. You can buy back issues, I think. I'm just gonna scroll through. Yeah, you can buy a single issue, and it has which one is available. There's a Percy the Park Keeper issue. Oh, how cute. There's a Care Bears issue, which is a junior one. And there's a Flowers Compendium issue. Those are the ones that are, I think, are available at the moment. Oh no, there's a lot more. There's a Fairytopia, there's the Nico Girls, there's Gods and Goddesses, there's a Halloween special, a Christmas special, Ink House storybook special. Now I know quite a few people have got that one. It's got all the pictures from the Ink House Rory Dobner book. Unicorns, fantasy figures, colourful adventure storybook, fairies and nature, steampunk, fairy stories, nouveau fairies, mermaids are sold out, creatures of the night, zodiac, cutesy Christmas, burlesque, another Halloween, fairies, dragons. So you can see there's a lot of fantasy cats, busy world, princess, goth. Oh, those are sold out. Hang on, I won't read those out. Another Christmas one, another Halloween one, aliens, adorable aliens. I think the rest are sold out, but it gives you an idea of what sorts of themes that might be there. So if you're interested in, you know, having a sort of themed book or something like that, as I say, I think the paper feels pretty good. It's better than copy paper, it's better than the Amazon paper, and of course you can always put things behind it. It feels like it's got a little bit of tooth. It's not really smooth and shiny. It's not like a magazine. You know, a magazine, it'd be horrible. You can't even write on it with a biro. So I think it would be nice to colour in, but I will do some colouring from it. As I said, I'll probably as I say, I've got a challenge colour coming up, which I might do in this one. And there's a witch one that I rather liked. So I do a couple at least. I probably won't do loads in these. But because I've got, as I say, I've got a huge list that people want me to do, which is really exciting and really nice things they want me to have a go at from different books that I've got. So anyway, but if there are any ones from these two that you want to see me do, let me know. But nothing too scary, please. No snakes. No snakes. But there we go. So that's me. As I say, I will put the links in the description of how to find the website and how to find the different things, so that I try and make it a bit easy to work out what might be a monthly subscription, what might be the single magazines and things like that. So you can go and have a little look at it all if you're at all interested. But I want to say thank you to Colouring Heaven for sending me these 2 copies. It's lovely. I'm really excited about having a little go, and for making me an affiliate. So, but thank you all for watching. I hope that was interesting for you, and have a lovely day. And hopefully you can do some colouring. And yeah, happy colouring.